If a wine is tannic, what does that mean?
So tannins come from the skin of the grape, and you can have them in orange wine, you can have them in red wine, because when you're making an orange or a red wine, the juice soaks on the skins and draws out the tannins. So the tannins are essentially, you see them in tea as well. If you've an oversteeped cup of tea and you take a sip of black tea, you feel that bitter, the kind of grip.
The mouth.
Exactly.
Out,
so what's happening there is the tannins are binding to the proteins in your mouth and drying it out.
If you're drinking wine on its own, it can have a tannic and an acidic profile, but if you're pairing it with food, that can change completely.
Exactly. So where the tannins bind to the proteins on the inside of your mouth, if you're drinking wine on its own, if you're eating something like a piece of Kool-Aid, or if you're eating an oyster.
Well, let's try some over.
Please, I'll let you do the honors with it.
So this is Kool-Aid mature. This is probably, no, it is my favourite cheese in Ireland, if not the world. Made here in Cork, right?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
This Kool-Aid is has a very nutty aftertaste.
Yeah, there's a richness, there's a sweetness, and the tannins will help make that nice and silky. When it comes to something like dark chocolate, where there's a lot of oxalic acid, bitterness.
I'll try it actually.
Having that tannins with bitterness and bitterness, that can lead to some clashes. So something like a green salad now, usually you want a lighter, crisp kind of white wine to eat with that, because there's going to be less tannin, there's going to be less of that kind of clash of bitterness.